Hello, YouTube family, and welcome to another episode of This and That. Yes, it is your boy Rosel, your soon-to-be #1 YouTube host. Every one of my tools, the Big Easy, the Hot Logic, my Coleman stove, every one of them has its own specialty, the thing that it's best at. And I think we found out what our Chefman Air Fryer specializes in. It's time for it to clock in. Stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. Alright fam, like I said in the intro, I think every one of my tools has its own niche. The Big Easy, we all know it's about turkey, it's about chicken, it's about mainly big poultry, chicken legs. It does pretty good with wings. We know that my Coleman stove is good for mobility. My little Coleman cooker that I keep in my Jeep is good for mobility. We know that the George Foreman flat top grill is good for steaks. It makes the best freaking steak on the planet, bar none. And the Coleman stove, I think we just found out what it specializes in. Now, with that being said, last week, my wife and I, we've had this thing for about 2 weeks. And we've only had about 4 to 5 meals that we did not completely prepare in the air fryer, or at least we prepare a portion of it in the air fryer. That's how much we love this freaking thing. I know at some point, just like with everything else, all my other toys, this will get old sooner or later, but for right now, we are freaking loving it. I even cooked blueberry muffins in this thing about 4 days ago. It actually snowed here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And it was so cold here, I'm sure y'all heard about Texas. It was so freaking cold here that we couldn't even really go outside. Fitzgerald held his pee for 16 hours before he finally went outside and to pee and ran around in the snow a little bit. He's 3 years old, and this is the first time he's ever seen snow, and it kind of overwhelmed him. Now, as I was saying, each one of our tools has its own specialty. I think I tore that. And this Chefman Air Fryer, bacon. Bacon is, oh my God, you've never seen bacon so good. Now y'all know, in one of my previous videos, my brother-in-law showed me about covering, I think it was on the George Foreman Jr. We covered the grease tray with aluminum foil. The little bitty aluminum foil pop-ups, the little short ones, and they fit this tray perfectly. So before I get ready to cook bacon, I take it and I cover that tray with aluminum foil. Now, you know what? I really don't know why I'm putting this on the grease tray when I should actually be putting them on one of the racks that comes with the air fryer. Now, there's a few things I've learned along the way when we've been using this thing. Like I said, we've used this consistently for the last 2 weeks. Now, I'm only going to do a couple of slices of bacon since it's afternoon, and I'm only doing this for my viewing audience. Now, we're going to take that. Now, a couple of things, like I said, I learned. I did not know the first time I used this, and I showed y'all, I did not know that there was a tray at the top. Now, this tray is to protect anything that you put on that top rack from hitting the actual coil that's up there, that burner, the coil. So that slides in and out. It comes completely out, and you can tell it's different from the tray because it has a little handle underneath and it's flat. But these are kind of concave. So don't forget to take that out and clean it occasionally. Probably about every time you take these out and clean it, every time you cook. Now I'm going to take that bacon and I'm going to put it right there on the top tray. I'm going to put the grease trap in. We're going to close it. Now we're going to hit, I just hit whatever meat, and it says 25 minutes at 375 degrees. What we're going to do is we're going to bump that up to 380 degrees. And we're going to change the time and bring it down to about 12 minutes. So let's go ahead and start that. And we'll be back in 12 minutes. We'll check out bacon and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. This thing makes the best bacon on the freaking planet. So y'all stay tuned, 12 minutes, we'll be right back. All right, fam, we are done. I actually had to cut this thing off about 3 minutes early. I took a look at it and the bacon was done. Remember I told y'all last week, look at that. Remember I told y'all last week, the fewer items that you put in the air fryer, the quicker she cooks. I put this rack toward the top and I only had, what's that, 3 pieces of bacon cut in half. So it only took actually about 5 minutes to cook that bacon. So if you're doing something for an individual, for just yourself, for breakfast, 5 pieces of bacon, 5 minutes is all it takes. Now, one of the other things I've learned while I was doing this was cleanup. I found out that the easiest way to clean these, as soon as you pull them out, let me see, can I move y'all around right here to the sink? The easiest way to clean this is as soon as you pull it out. I found these at Walmart. I think they're like $3 for 3 of them. I got 2 other ones around here somewhere. Take this as soon as you finish cooking. Take your brush and simply get this thing all around. It doesn't even require any soap. Unless you're doing something really greasy, like chicken wings or something, maybe. But I found if you hit this thing as soon as you finish cooking, oh, it's cool enough now for me to just grab it. Just hit it with that brush real quick. Look at that. Clean as a whistle. So that's a quick cleanup tip, along with the aluminum foil. Now, before I taste the bacon, I'm letting it cool off a little bit. The next thing I learned, when I cook the muffins, and I think I'm gonna drop that in. I dropped a little footage in of me cooking the muffins. This pan, which I think is 7 by 8.5. I think it's 8.5 by 7. That pan fits perfectly in this unit. Boom. Take a look at that. Now that fits perfectly in that unit. So that's what I use to cook the muffins. And I'll do a separate video on the muffins here in a couple of weeks. But that thing, this unit doesn't come with a lot of accessories or whatever. I think some of those units that you see on QVC, they come with an egg cooker and all that. I don't need all that. I'll find, you know me, I create my own way of doing things. And that works perfectly. I also use that to cook one of those egg frittatas where I put the eggs, 3/4 cup of milk, I think it is, some type of green leafy vegetable, and some onions, and it cooks a beautiful breakfast frittata, I think it's called. And I'll do a video on that here to come real soon too. But so far we are loving this thing. The only thing that we found out we have a little bit of trouble with is hamburgers. I have yet to figure out how to do the perfect hamburger. The hamburgers tend to come out a little bit dry. So we're gonna try maybe making the ground beef a little juicier before we use it. So before we put it in the air fryer. So we're gonna try that. So now let's give this bacon a try. Check that out, y'all. Perfect. These things make the perfect piece of bacon. I haven't had any bacon at a restaurant, on a burger, anywhere better than that air fryer. It makes the best chicken wings, the best bacon, and the best blueberry muffin. All right, fam. I'm gonna bring this little quick video to a close. I just want to do a quick update on the air fryer and let you know how much we loved it. And Chanel, thank you again. We love the air fryer and we love you. So fam, if y'all enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down and a brief reason why in the comment section. And if you love what we're doing here, this and that, consider becoming a subscriber. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you be notified every time we drop one of these awesome videos. It's your boy Rosel. Y'all have a great day, a great week, and a great 2021. Peace.